Hello folks, this is Doug coming back to you again. I want to do a little follow-up on the shelving unit for the nuts and bolts and different kinds of hardware and stuff. So I'm going to just show you how it turned out. Well, here it is, the completed project. You can see how I done these here. Now these, they got little gaps on the end of it and stuff. I just used what I had here, but it worked all right. And you can see how the little bends are going to work out. And I've got a bunch. I got to bring them up here tomorrow. But you know, I've already kind of got all these done. You know, all of the cleats. I glued these too, and glued these. And this really, I got to put some more shorter screws in there. But it stiffened it up good. And it's not going to have, like I say, a tremendous amount of weight on it or anything. But I've kind of got to, and I had to rip them down, them cleats there, them stops that I got there. I had to rip them down. I done it on this little bandsaw. I made me a little fence. I didn't have one. I just made one and then adjusted all of it, tightened the band up, and dropped this down so that it wouldn't, because it was wanting to deflect. And worked out pretty good. I mean, for a little cheap saw, it done all right. And you can see I've already kind of just started putting a little bit of stuff on there just to kind of see how it's going to look. And now I got to start, you can see what the sky looks like. I got to start dragging this stuff in that I put out here until I can find somewhere better to put it. But right now it's going right here. And I just kind of wanted to do a little follow-up, let you see what it all looked at. And like these here, the way I did these, like I said, I took and measured. I measured down 1 foot down, and took and put it at the angle I wanted. It turned out at 17 degrees, and marked it on the back side here and the back side over there, and cut the first piece. I had to find out what degree it was on the saw. It was 17 degrees. Found out, and then cut it, and then tuck and come in here and fit it up, make sure it was going to work out. And then I just marked it on the other pieces of wood, just marked it, and cut them all out and put them up here. And then these over here, of course, they're pretty self-explanatory on those. I haven't really done anything. I may have to get some material or something, or do the same thing, rip down one of these boards here and make me some pieces to go across here to kind of stiffen this up. I mean, they ain't flexing too much or bowing or anything, but then I don't have a lot of heavy weight on it. And I've done the same thing here. I glued these and then screwed them, glued these. So I don't think they're going to go anywhere. See, I've already started. I just stuck some stuff under there just kind of get it out of the way. But tomorrow, that'll be the next project. Start getting all this stuff up and put away somewhere. And in the meantime, in the middle of the process too, this old jalopy of a truck I'm driving here, it's using some transmission fluid, and it's a 5-speed. It's got a bad seal on it. I mean, it ain't bad, but rear seal on it. And so I had a buddy of mine came by, and I went out here and put some fluid in it, so I ain't running dry. But man, it's been a chore. And but I think it turned out all right. I mean, nothing to write home about, but it'll do the job. And like I say, I'll load all my bins like that up tonight and get them ready to bring tomorrow, and then have them all laid out on here. As many as I got. I don't know how many I got. I got about 15 or 20 of them, I guess, different colors. And I'm gonna probably put all my pipe fittings here, and then smaller to larger, stuff. I mean, more common stuff. And that's that. And I wouldn't mind having some more of these. These are nice too, to hold stuff. But they work just right on them shelves, just the right size. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure it could have been done a little bit better, but I needed to get it done. And yeah, and in this framing lumber, I should have probably got a couple of, 6 more of these and put them together and made the standards. It would have probably worked out better, but because this is trying to get these things. I mean, yeah, it's 4 foot up here, 4 foot down there, but it's kind of like snaking up. I mean, they don't really go all out to mill this stuff like they do this kind of stuff, this shelving boards and furniture, cabinet grade kind of stuff. They do a little better job of planing it and edging it and all that than they do this stuff here. It just kind of gets rough done. But anyhow, I'm gonna call it a day, and just kind of wanted to let you folks see how it turned out. Have a good day.